Daniel Mumby asks, in your review of Paradise Kiss, you spoke about the pitfalls of writing female characters, and explained how the show was a step in the right direction in terms of both audience expectations and actual characterization. Have you seen any anime this season, or recent seasons since Paradise Kiss, which are as successful in this regard? Seems like an appropriate question, considering our seasons past this round, so, I guess this is the female characterization episode, or something. But this is good timing, because I can think of two female characters in very recent shows that are wholly different from one another, but both handled well as people first, women second, while keeping both aspects relevant. A writing tightrope I discussed in that Paradise Kiss review. So, on the one hand, you have a strong female character, Mikasa from Attack on Titan, who's strong by every definition possible, or at least 3 definitions that I can list off. Number 1, she's physically powerful, easily the strongest soldier in the Defense Corps for humanity, with incredible stamina, balance, and reaction times swinging around in the air during battle, outclassing not only her fellow ladies, but all the male cadets too. Now that's not a hallmark of good writing on its own or anything, but the devil's in the details. She's not some muscular she-male, she's very feminine without compromising her powerful masculine traits, which is unique, hard to write, and very impressive. Number 2, she's a strong personality. She's the protective force for her male friends, making snap judgments that save lives, and usually leading the group through her incredible stoicism and charisma. Again, stereotypically male traits employed in a masculine way, but Mikasa makes them feminine in her own unique way. So she's a mama bear, but without the stigma of smothering or nagging usually associated with women taking a leadership role over men. She's their knight in shining armor, while still remaining beautiful, maternal, unmistakably a strong woman in character, but a strong person first. Number 3, and most importantly, her strong physical and emotional traits are written complexly. She's a superheroine with depth, flaws, and room for growth and change. Mikasa's incredible physical strength can also lead her to be too self-reliant and put herself or others in danger. And her stoic protectiveness leads her to take on more responsibility or guilt than she can bear when that neglect ends up hurting people. She'll blame and punish herself for the deaths of her comrades, and the ones still living will never know she's hurting until it's too late and she's already hurt herself through it. Now, that's to say nothing of how her kill or be killed coping mechanism may be affecting her psychologically, with only our protagonist Eren keeping her sane through his emotional support. Notably in a relationship that flips traditional gender associations, because she's the brawn and he's the heart. But both are undeniably feminine and masculine, respectively, which is, again, very impressive in character writing. Mikasa's an obvious example, sure, but that third thing, strength of complex characterization, is ultimately the only thing you need to have a strong female character or character of any gender. The other aspects of emotional or physical strength are just bonuses that make the strong female character a good female role model, which is another topic entirely. But strictly speaking, a female character written to be weak, pathetic, and pitiable can also be a strong female character, if written believably in a way that says something about human nature, foremost, and her identity as a woman, secondmost. My point is, Tomoko, from Watamote, is also a strong female character. By my definition, I guess. She's horribly deluded about everything, self-loathing but in denial of it, unattractive both in looks and personality, and one huge thing I neglected to mention in my prior review, she doesn't just want people to like her, she hates all those people around her too, and for arbitrary reasons. She mocks them and assumes the worst of their character whenever she perceives people as having anything she doesn't, like good looks or a social life or a boyfriend. The boyfriend part is what makes her uniquely feminine. Society tells her that she should have boys hanging off of her by high school, but she doesn't. So she turns instead to hating any girl she sees so much as talking to a boy, imagining that they're all desperate sluts, while spending all of her time fantasizing about boys that want her so bad that they'll force themselves on her, even wanting them to, which we'll get into round 2. She's a damaged, neurotic wisp of a human, and massively fucked up and sexually frustrated as a girl, but she's characterized well, and through that speaks to nerds and girls who know how she feels. And there's a strength to that. Strong character doesn't mean flawless, 100% independent, or deified, it just means fully believably human. As women, just like men, are, and should be treated in fiction as well as real life. And that's more than enough feminism for one episode, I think.